Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Paste Studios. We are now live with Loudon Wainwright III. Loudon, thanks for being here.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, we are so happy that you have chosen to take the time to come and do this. We've been trying to work this out for a long time. We're stoked that you are here now. So thank you for coming.
I stream of Genie with... I'm going to do a lot of streaming jokes in this segment. I hope you don't mind.
Good. No, we love it.
That's the first one.
All right. So you're doing, you've got years in the making, your album. This is 42 songs, 2 discs, 60-page booklet comes along with it. That is out tomorrow. So congratulations are in order. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be out, and it's amazing.
I'm looking forward. I haven't had a chance to dive into it yet, and I'm looking forward to hearing. So you're going to play 2 songs off of that record, and then a special for today.
A special kind of election day special. It's election day in New York. I don't know if it's election day anywhere else, but here in the city where it's a big day.
Can you tell us a bit about the first one that you're going to do off of Years in the Making?
The first song I'm going to do is from the Years in the Making. It's called "Thank You, Mr. Hubble." I'm streaming of a what? No. Thank you, Mr. Hubble, for your telescope. We learned there's more than double now the amount of rope we have with which to hang ourselves. Things are so much worse. There's so much more that's out there. I'm talking universes. Thank you, Mr. Hubble, for your telescope. Why go to the trouble now to push the envelope? We're just so insignificant. What the hell's the point? We're not handfuls but specks of dust in this gigantic joint. We used to think that Jupiter and Mars were pretty large, and though our little world was small, somehow we were in charge. The Milky Way is so minuscule, despite what we pretend. It's hardly worth looking at through your giant lenses. Thank you, Mr. Hubble, for your telescope. Hate to burst the bubble, but God, there's not much hope or faith that such a thing exists. What's religion worth? What in God's name would waste 6 days to make this puny earth? It's kind of a nihilistic look at things, wouldn't you say?
That's great, and thank you for coming here again and sharing these songs with us. And there's a ton always throughout your entire life has been a ton of stuff going on creatively, and this is no exception. This period right now, you've got the album out tomorrow, liner notes, the memoir came out last year, and there's also this the Netflix special, which is coming out later, and so the name of it's not a secret, right?
We can tell the people what the name of it is. Then it's called Surviving Twin. It's a theater piece that I've been performing and developing for 6 years. It's about 90 minutes long. It features the writing of my father, Loudon Wainwright Jr., who was a very well-known and respected journalist. He had a column in Life magazine called The View from Here. And Surviving Twin, I perform some of his writing, a few of his columns and parts of other columns, and then I kind of mix that up with songs of mine. Christopher Guest directed it. He's a friend of mine. I've known Chris for about 40 years. And Judd Apatow produced it along with Chris. It was done out in L.A. in May, and it's due out in the fall. They're keeping the exact specific date kind of under wraps to kind of ratchet up the dramatic tension.
Well, I'm
streaming on the everlasting. That's the third of the streaming jokes. I think I'm going to be running out pretty soon.
Oh man, we are here. In case you're just joining us, live streaming with Loudon Wainwright III. Thanks again for being here. And so you're doing 3 songs today. 2 of them are off of Years in the Making, which is coming out tomorrow. And can you tell us about the second song you're going to do today?
Well, the second song is on the Years in the Making, double CD package. It's speaking of the package, I have to show you. Can we get a close up?
We got it.
Man, the artwork on this thing is crazy, great, good, fucking brilliant. And the cover and the back was drawn and created by Ed Steed, a young, hip-happening cartoonist who works primarily for The New Yorker. And then there's pictures in here. Oh, man. Drawings. My crumpled up draft card. A telegraph from Elton John and Bernie Taupin. I'm telling you, the book itself is... This is one of my favorites. We don't know who the artist is, but it's an amazing, some kid drew it, and I think she's, I'm assuming it's a girl. Anyway, so, amazing package. And
well done, Ed. Looks outstanding.
Yeah, no, it is great, and practically worth the price of the whole deal. But there is music inside, as you said, 42 tracks. The next song I'm going to do is from Years in the Making, due out tomorrow. And... it's called Meet the Wainwrights. About, I have a very famous, did you know that I have a kind of famous family, musical family?
I am familiar, yeah. We've had Martha and Lucy in here. Martha in San Francisco, we caught up with her, but Lucy's but she's coming by in a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, she's got a new album coming out.
Yeah.
So you got Martha, Lucy, and Rufus, of course, my son. And then I have a sister called Sloan Wainwright, who is also a very fine singer and songwriter. So occasionally we get together and do a kind of family thing. And about 3 years ago, we went to Alaska and for the Wainwright family adventure. So it was Rufus, Lucy, Sloan, Lucy's mom, Suzy Roach from the Roaches, the Fabulous Roaches, and unfortunately, Martha couldn't make it. Martha was in Montreal. She couldn't come. And then I have a younger daughter called Lexi Kelly. She was in college then, so she couldn't be there. But a lot of us were there, and we toured Alaska. We played in 5 places in Alaska. There are only 5 places to play that have electricity in Alaska. And but the catch was that the audience traveled with us. So they would go to the show, then the next day we would all get on a bus and go to the next town. We took a boat, we took a train. It was a nightmare. We were trapped with our audience for 5 days. Wonderful people, all of them, of course, but man, broad daylight on a bus with your fans. Rufus got his own row in the bus, because we had to protect him a little bit. Anyway, so I wrote a jingle for the tour, the Alaskan family thing, and there's a version of it, a live version with everybody: Rufus, Martha, Suzy, Lucy, Sloaney. My God! Meet the Wainwrights on the train, the boat, the bus. Join the family. Come on, rub elbows with us. We're the Wainwrights, that singing family. For 5 days and 5 nights, come sample our reality in Alaska. That wild and crazy state, it's a safe distance from the lower 48, we're the Wainwrights. We get looks and we get stares, more than eagles Poles, Eskimos, glaciers, moose, and bears meet the Wainwrights. We finally have a show. Forget the Osbournes. Those Kardashians must go. We're the Wainwrights. We can play and we can sing. Our sound of music, kind of a screwed up fun trap type thing. Rufus Wainwright, yeah, you remember him. Once was a tit man. Now he checks pics out at the gym. He has a trainer traveling with him on the bus. He's more famous and much richer than the rest of us. La-da-dee-da. We got roaches from that awesome singing crew, Suzy and Lucy. It's a daughter, mother, twosome, but they're Wainwrights. And for that we all are glad. Once upon a happy time, Suz slept with Lucy's dad. Sloaney Wainwright has a voice that will not quit. Bears and eagles and whales are afraid of it. And Sarah Palin runs the other way. Is Sarah in Alaska or has she moved to L.A.? Hope you're clapping along. Martha Wainwright and Lexi Kelly are not here. Lex is in college. Martha just chose to steer clear. Being a Wainwright can be a little much, but Martha and the bloody motherfucking asshole stay in touch. Whew. Loudon Wainwright, he's the patriarch. He's a skunk man who can get a little dark. He is important and would like to make it clear. If it were not for Loudon, none of you folks would be here. So meet the Wainwrights on the train, the boat, the bus. Join the family. Come on, rub elbows with us. We're the Wainwrights, that singing family. For 5 days and 5 nights, come sample our reality. The adventure of a lifetime. With the Wainwright family. Whew. Every time I do that, thank you. I'm convinced it takes years off my life. And if you do the math, I could be dropping dead here at any moment.
Well,
There's been a time when I'd like to do another streaming joke, but I'm blanking. I just got one. Stream. All I have to do is, what's the Everly Brothers song, Dreaming? All I have to do is dream. What is it called? Stream, 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 when I'll see you in the night. All I have to do is stream. Man, that's 4.
Live streaming now with Loudon Wainwright III. It's a total pleasure having you here today. This is great.
Fun.
If that bus trip ever happens again, please, Chris, let me know. Loudon, let me know. I would love to be on that bus.
Well, you know, Rufus and Martha do a Christmas show in New York, and that's going to happen on December 16th. I might as well plug that.
Yeah.
Town Hall. Lucy will be there. Sloan will be there. I might be there.
A bus trip to or from? Or just the...
We'll probably just take the subway.
Okay. All right. So we are, you played 2 songs off Years in the Making. It's coming out tomorrow, and we've got an Election Day special. It is Election Day here in New York, and can you tell us about the song you're going to play next?
I can. I'm going to do this thing. This is a little crazy little something I came up with in February. Man, it's so weird.
It is.
You know? You know what I'm saying, folks? It's pretty weird. So anyway, I came up with this in February. We got through Christmas, Thanksgiving too. Halloween wasn't hard. You don't have to be you. It's there on the calendar, just a few days away. The date I dread in Feb is President's Day. I sent out some Valentines, I got back a few. This year ain't a leap year, so no whoop-de-doo. I'm not even religious. I gotta pray. This year we make it through President's Day. George was the first one, Abe was the best. Libraries and airports named after the rest. But this year I'm queasy about President's Day. There's a nut job in the White House, I'm sorry to say. Hey, in the paper it says there's a sale, and you know it's 10% off, so we all ought to go. Get us a good deal, the American way. But my country's a mystery on President's Day. Yeah, you sure gotta wonder what these guys are for, with their tax cuts and their budgets, how they keep us at war. Gotta love a long weekend, that's safe to say. But for me it's Blue Monday on President's Day. George was the father, Abe set him free. That's the reason that he got shot, obviously. There's a reckoning coming in November, they say. But in the meanwhile, it's unto Robert Mueller we pray. Come on, Bob. Get on the stick, man. And Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving too. Shit, on my next birthday I'll be 72. Next year at this time, I sure hope I can say I feel a lot better about President's Day. With no Trump in the White House, oh, happy day. Kind of brings you to tears, don't it?
Yeah, it is strange. Strange times now. Thank you for pointing out the absurdities of it. Everything is weird, everything's shitty, everything's awesome, all kind of at the same time. So thank you for elucidating all of it very clearly. It's been a total pleasure on our side.
Well, I've had a lot of fun to be here today, and thanks for having me. I wish I could come up with one more streaming joke. Oh, God, I'm blanking. I stream of genie. I already did that one, though.
It's a classic, though. We'll take it.
Okay.
So the album is Years in the Making. It's
Years
coming out
in the
tomorrow.
Making, out tomorrow. The 2-disc artwork by Ed Steed. Holy cow. We got that. The Netflix special sometime in the fall. I think it might be in the 11th month. Shh. And then, of course, last year I put out my memoir, which was an incredible success. I'm just so happening.
Good. Well, we are too. Thanks again for coming. We'll look forward to the Netflix special. It sounds awesome. And thanks again for coming and playing these songs. And hopefully we'll see you again in the studio sooner than later.
Don't forget to vote, folks.